Have you ever been browsing your favorite music gear site and just drooling over everything you see? I mean, we take a look at this gear, and as gear folks, we want to know what it sounds like, especially through our setups. We hear tons of clips of various artists and bands who use this equipment, and we're excited because we love the way it sounds and we want to try it for ourselves. But then you look at the price tags and you're like, no, absolutely not. Look at this amp head, $3,000. Look at this amp head, $4,000. Look at this amp head, $4,400. What? I'm never going to get that. I mean, maybe I could sell my car, but I'm not going to get $4,400 for my car. Who am I kidding? But then every once in a while, the gear industry throws us a bone. If you don't want to spend $4,000 or even $2,000 on an amp, you can get a little gem like this. Let's check it out. Yes, this is the ENGL Fireball IR pedal. It is a 2-channel preamp pedal designed to sound like the iconic ENGL Fireball amp. Let's be clear, it's not going to be a one-to-one. It's not going to sound exactly like its big brother amp head. That said, it is designed to give you a nice taste. It is a clean channel and a distortion channel with a 3-band EQ being independent for each one of those channels. It has 3 onboard IRs, so you can select between each one of those cabinets, or you can use those 3 slots for your own IRs. Whatever IRs you want to use can be loaded via separate software and a USB-C connection. It has a built-in noise gate as well as presence control. And it also has a built-in mid boost that can be toggled on or off. Hey, Jeff in editing here. A couple things I forgot to include in the rest of the video, so I'm including them here in this horrible transition. First, I did not use any of the IRs loaded on the pedal because I have an idea for a future video and I want to try and use them there. Maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't. For the recordings in this video, I used the cab sim built into my 2-Notes torpedo captor. Second, I did not demo the clean channel on this video. Why? Because let's be honest, if you bought this pedal, you didn't buy it for the clean channel, you bought it for the distortion channel. And now, back to the rest of the video. When I got this pedal, I was blown away with how awesome it sounded out of the box. Run through an amp in a cab in the room, the tone was great. Unfortunately, recording was a different story. No matter how simple I kept the signal chain, and no matter how I tried to help it after the fact, I just couldn't get rid of that crackle that persisted throughout each clip I recorded. Now, before you all get upset in the comments, that crackle is not the fault of the hardware. It's not the fault of the pedal. It's my fault and my limited knowledge of recording. Moving on. I mentioned that the pedal has a mid boost that can be toggled on or off. I'm not a huge fan of the sound. I tend to play with mids a little bit lower, but some people may really enjoy a mid boost. So let's check out a sample. The more I recorded with the pedal, the more that crackle started to bother me. So I changed things up. I moved to a different amp and I added in a few pedals. I added in an Ibanez TS9 Tube Screamer, an MXR compressor pedal, and a Kaleen EQ pedal. Here's how that sounded. To my ears, that was a lot better, but still far from perfect. I'm always learning, so I know I can improve my recordings to the point where the pedal sounds as good on recording as it does in the room. Overall, I love the tone of this pedal and I love its versatility, so I'll definitely be using it for future videos. But for today, that's it. If you guys stuck around to the end, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care of yourselves, find a smile, and I'll see you for the next one. Later.